This video is sponsored by KEH Camera. Let's talk about the 5 portraits that you should definitely be taking during couple portraits. Wedding days have a lot going on, and there's a bunch of different sections of the day where you should be taking specific photos. I touched on a little bit of that when we talked about the groom prep and bride prep photos, which you can check that out right up above. But what I want to focus on today is what you should be taking during couple portrait section. Now, the main reason I want to talk about this is generally, especially in a traditional wedding day, when you get to couple portraits, a lot of times you don't have a lot of time. So you need to know exactly what you want to do and how you want to do it. One thing that will help you there is to check out my 10 favorite poses, which you can check out right up above. That will give you some ideas of poses, but let's go ahead and talk about the photos you should go ahead and get in your mind to take during couple portrait section. Starting out with a classic look at the camera shot. These are absolutely easy to do. Let your couple embrace each other and just look straight at the camera. This is what I call the for the family shot, especially if you're a more artsy photographer and you like to do cool stuff. Make sure to always take this photo. I'll be honest, sometimes I forget to take it myself because you're just doing so many cool things and you're doing all these cool poses. Just have them stop and look at the camera. Just a normal photo. Take one of those vertical and horizontal and you'll be all set to go. Second is going to be a walking shot. Now, this is going to be any type of combination of a walking shot. So either walking towards the camera, walking away from the camera, or my favorite, the wide shot Wednesday. Walking shots are really easy to pull off as well because generally when you don't have a lot of time during the wedding and you're trying to do the portraits, what makes sense is to start where you want to take your photos and then make your way back to the venue. This way, not only are you going where you need to be, but you're taking photos at the same time. So pick a spot, take some photos, and then when you move to the next spot, take a walking shot. Don't just walk to the next location because you're missing photos you could be taking. Also, if you're working alongside of a videographer, they're gonna love this as well because they want motion in their shots. So have them do a walking shot, you take some, step back, let the video take point, let them get their shot as well, and everyone's happy. This is how you get along with your videographer, which is something that is super important. And if you want me to make a video about it, please let me know in the comments below. Before we get into the next shots that you should be taking, let's take a moment to talk about this video's sponsor, KEH Camera. KEH Camera is one of the best places online to buy used and new camera gear. And as a wedding photographer, especially always looking to upgrade my gear, buying used sometimes is honestly the best option. If you didn't know, one of my X-T3s is actually used and it works great. KEH Camera has been around for a long time, and I think they actually just recently opened up a location in Atlanta, which is pretty cool. Maybe I'll go visit it, but definitely check them out for new and used gear, especially stuff like film gear. On top of being able to buy new and used gear, you can also sell your gear to KEH Camera, which is super easy and way better than dealing with any other middleman or weird bidding type websites, which I'm just not a fan of. It wastes a lot of time. So definitely make sure to check out KEH Camera for your new and used gear and or selling your gear to KEH Camera. You can check out the link in the description below for a 5% bonus to anything you buy and or sell to KEH Camera. So definitely check them out and gear up for your next wedding. The third shot you should be taking is a laughing shot. Now, there's many ways you can pull this off, but honestly, the easiest way to do it is with some type of couples game. Now, I do share one of them on my Patreon page, so definitely make sure to check that out in the description below. But basically, any type of game you can have them do and interact with each other that is going to make them laugh. An easy pose to pull this off as well is have them spoon and then have the groom whisper in the bride's ear. You can tell them to say something silly. You can do anything crazy. There's also prompts you can use from the Unscripted app, which I talked about before. I'll leave a link of that in the description below as well. But let them interact with each other. Don't just pose your couple. Make them interact. Place them in a spot and then make them interact, which is a little bit different than just posing. With these laughing shots, you want them to be natural too, so again, don't pose them too much. Make them do something silly. If you're really close with your couple, make sure you're doing some kind of inside joke with them. Anything to get some natural smiles and laughs. During all of this, you should also be taking close-up and detail shots. Now, close-up and detail shots are honestly some of my favorite. These are going to be the more intimate shots, so when you have your couple in a pose, do something close up, maybe a his and hers where you can see her ring and you can see his watch, or when their faces are close together and maybe all you see is like their smiles and their chins or something like that. Basically anything that is going to be close in just the details. Again, while you're posing your couple, you should be able to get these shots very easily. Just keep them in the pose that they're in, step up, zoom up a little bit, and get that close-up shot. The biggest thing I can tell you about posing your couple is make sure to turn one pose into like 5 or 6 shots. Don't think you have to have a pose for every type of photo. Again, if you're doing chest to chest, that's a shot. Forehead to forehead, that's a shot. Have her lay her head on his chest, close up, that's a shot. Have her put her hand on his shoulder, close up of the ring, that's a shot. So again, they're just standing there and you're able to flex through a whole bunch of different shots. And that's why I like to add these detail shots in there. And last but not least is something that I think is heavily important that I don't see a lot of photographers doing, but make sure to take solo shots of each the bride and the groom. The solo shots are super important and it's what the family wants. They all want a picture of their son or daughter just on their wedding day. Obviously they want them together as a couple, but having the solos is very important as well. Generally, I like to slide my solos into the portrait section whenever I can, generally closer to the beginning, because you can knock them out and get them out of the way quickly, but if you don't go ahead and do them, you probably won't have a time to do them later. So always fit them in where you can. Let's talk about some of the things that I focus on for both the bride and the groom. So for your bride, you want to start out with a nice portrait. Again, take everything horizontally and vertically. Then get some close-ups of the flower. Make sure too, if anyone has a deceased parent, a lot of time they'll put a little clip or something on their flowers or like a picture or something. Make sure you're checking for that because it's very common and you'll miss it if you don't try to look. So it's usually at the bottom, like the base of the flowers. So get a shot of that as well. Also get close-ups of the jewelry. This will be necklace, earrings, bracelet, so on and so forth. Get a nice wide full body shot to get the dress. Also get close-ups of details of the dress. And then if the back of the dress is super detailed, make sure to get the back of a dress shot as well. Generally for a pose for this, I like to have the bride face her back towards me and look over her shoulder, either left or right. That's usually a great shot to take. So those are going to be all the solo shots we're taking for the bride. Now for the groom. Again, you start out with a portrait shot. Again, everyone wants a nice looking at the camera, decent shot. Make sure to get close-ups of his tie and his cufflinks and any other jewelry he might have. Because yes, grooms do wear jewelry as well. Make sure to get his boutonniere as well. That's going to be the flowers that he's wearing on his left side. Generally, I like to just take close-ups of those, maybe have him interact with it a little bit. And then also get a shot of him buttoning up his jacket, adjusting his tie, maybe tying his shoes, just anything like that you can get him interacting with his details as well. And again, the solo shots are super important. Hands down, I do it at every single wedding. And if for some reason I'm taking portraits of the bride before the bride and groom see each other, take the solos then as well. Just get them in as early as you can because I found that when I don't go ahead and get them in, it generally becomes a problem and then I lose light and then it's super annoying or the day runs late. Whenever you have a chance to get photos, go ahead and get them. So those are going to be the 5 most important shots you should definitely be taking during the couple portrait section. And again, the reason I wanted to lay these all out for you all is because couple portrait section tends to be maybe 30 minutes at most, especially if the family photos take too long and you're doing a traditional wedding day. So you have to work fast and you usually have a planner on your back being like, are you done? 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 It's so much. So make sure you know the shots that you want to take. And then within those shots, be creative with the location that you're at. If you have any other poses or shots that you would take during couple portraits, please let me know in the comments below. Again, the purpose of this channel is to help teach everybody, so share all that so that we can all learn together. If you like this information, don't forget to hit the like, and please subscribe for more photography and wedding photography videos, and I will catch you all next time. All right, peace.